Why does YouTube say there's an average view duration, but no views? That's pretty weird. Anyway, give me a moment, I'm still setting things up. Alright, we rolling? We good? Hello, hello? How are y'all doing today? Oi! One thing's for certain, it's been a long day for me, and I've been waiting all day to get back onto this world, because I am super excited to work on this project. You don't even know. It's like, goodness me. If you're curious where we are, we're actually not far from... Yeah, where you have seen. This is just underneath the actual arena itself. I can smell. There we go. Yeah, it's not that far. It's just down here a few blocks. I was working on this the other day, as well as some other redstone, just like prepping to make sure everything is good to go. I'll explain these redstone contraptions. Some of you might know what this is, some of you might not. I'm expecting nobody to know what it is, because there's nobody in stream right now, it seems like. How sad. So a lot has happened between this stream and the last stream. I did a little bit of redstone work off camera. I laid out some of the loot. And we've got all of that going and working and fun stuff. And down here we're working on the point counters, which I'm hoping to get done today. It's not guaranteed, but for the time being, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So today I want to get a couple of things done. One, I want to get the point counters done, and two, I want to get all of these in place and wired up. I'm not sure if either of those are going to happen today, but let me just explain what everything is like going on. So first things first, this is going to be the randomizer that we're using in order to place all of the POIs. Now the map has changed ever so slightly from the last time I showed it off. You'll notice in these corners I had to remove 2 of those POIs. So now we're sitting pretty at like 260 different tiles all across the map. So I gotta copy paste this contraption 260 times and then wire it all up to one button. Goodness gracious me. I can't even imagine like how long, if we were to do this wirelessly, how many command blocks would we need? Goodness me. We'd have to do it in groups. So it's like, oh, all the redstone in this section is like linked up, and then this section, whatever. We'll probably have to end up doing it in groups, because there's a lot of redstone that needs to be powered at a lot of structure blocks. Those redstone lamps are going to be structure blocks for the full version of the map. And that they're also not going to be right here, they're going to be underground. I feel like that's obvious. So yeah, I got that contraption working. It's just a simple shulker box randomizer. If you look in here, we got 8 shulker boxes. The 9th one's in here. I'm going to take that out, put it in there. It's fine if it isn't, but yeah. All these different shulker boxes, they all give redstone signal. I don't want to break it. if I place that. Oh, I didn't. You didn't see it. Yeah, it was down there in the end. You can see it. Yeah, you can just barely see it. So yeah, every time I push that button, it gives a random signal, and then one of those shulker boxes comes out, and yeah, we get a random output. That would generate a structure every time that button is pressed. Although we'd probably just run like a redstone wire or something, or just place a redstone block here to power this. So that way we get a pulse for all of these, and then that would generate the tiles. We're not actually going to be building the structures, the POIs, just yet, although I would like to modify the plane a little bit, so that way we can get the space for the basements in, so that way we have all that information nailed down. Now this over here, these chests here and barrels, this is like the different like loot tables. And this is all like, I don't know if you know this, but I don't know how to make a data pack. And I also had no idea how I was going to generate the random loot with all like the variations and stuff and different like rarities or anything. So I went to the internet and I looked up for like how to like create custom loot tables, and everything was suggesting data packs. So I booted up MCreator and we've got ourselves a nice nifty data pack into this world that has all of the loot and their tables custom generated set to this world. So if I step on this pressure plate, it gives us a set amount of items, and then we can do what we want with that stuff. This is actually, that's a bottle. Those are pretty rare. That's crazy. That's a crazy rare. This is the results of 5 rolls for each of these like containers. So as you can see, like you can kind of see like, okay, what each chest is gonna have. If you were to open 5 of these chests, like what kind of loot would you get? 2 bundles in there, by the way. That's funny. I was just grateful I was able to get the bundle in. But yeah, there's definitely like a lot of other items in there. I also updated this chest a little bit. I've added anvils as valid points because I feel like players could... The way that I want to do the enchanting system is I want it to be done with enchanted books. That's why we have books in the loot table. And like one of these chests, I'm not used to there being a hole there. Not in there. We've added leather and we have books in these different structures, or in these different loot tables. So I wanted the enchanting to be done through books, which means players need an anvil. There's going to be anvils out there, but they're going to be damaged. Like, there's 3 different types of anvils in this game. There's the chip, there's the damaged, and then there's the fully repaired. Only the fully repaired are valid for points, and the only way a player can get that is if they make their own with iron and whatever. So if you just find an anvil out in the wild, it'll either be chipped or it'll be damaged, in which case it's not valid for points. But if you make your own anvil, it's worth the same amount. So that's like 33, that's 20. Yeah, 53 points. It's worth the same amount. You don't lose any points if you have the 3 iron blocks and the 4 iron ingots. So that's why the anvil's in here. You'll also notice an exit key is in here. Now, the thing about the exit key is going to be used up as the player exits the dungeon. And the only way they could carry one of these out is if they steal it from another player. And I wanted to like incentivize that as like as a reward for hunting a player who's taken out their key. If you manage to get someone else's key, you can actually redeem it for points. And then I added, I'm not sure if these were here last time, I added bows and arrows and shields from last time. We also added a couple of things. Ender chests will now spawn in barrels. You can find them in the rare categories of both stone and deep slate, but nothing else. So it's a rare find to find an ender chest, but it is a very valuable find, because that means you don't have to worry about like finding an ender chest out in the field. You can just find it in a chest and you're good to go. And yeah, the ores haven't stayed the same. Although I do want to add like sand and gravel and all sorts of other fun stuff to like what ore POIs are going to be like. And that'll all be fun. So down here, I've got the same double chest as topside. And we have these docks. I was debating how I wanted to do this, but the way that I came up with is actually quite genius. So we have these different docks. The player will simply stand on this pressure plate, and I'm not demonstrating it now, but as you can see, the redstone below it is powered, all of it, even this little guy over here. And we have the not all filled in. That's what we're going to be doing today. We have command blocks here. These are very important. These are tallying up the points. So currently I have no points, but if I were to grab a stack of nuggets and a stack of gold, and then step on the pressure plate, boom. That is super satisfying. I love how it just like very quickly drains, and then you can just watch your points like skyrocket. And I have this button here just to reset the point so I can just redo some tests. Unfortunately, the system is as quick as the amount of stacks that you have. Or the less stacks of a certain item type that you have, the better. So this is going to take a long time, because it's got to burn through all 5 of these stacks. But as you can see, it's going to clock in all of these points. Which, goodness gracious me, there's a lot of them. The gold nuggets are worth 2 points, by the way. There we go. So what we have going on down here is when the player is stepping on that pressure plate, these command blocks are programmed to target the nearest player and to remove 1 iron nugget or 1 gold nugget from their inventory. And if they do that, then it adds a point to that player. However, there's a catch. As you can see, these tiles are pretty big because there's a lot of items in this chest that need to be redeemed for points. So I had to figure a way to work around this problem, as, well, I feel like if a player is just standing here while another player is currently in the booth, this player here that I'm representing would receive the point. So I had to figure a way around that. And the way that I'm doing that is with this. I've set up 6 different teams, and that can only be joined through these pressure plates. And I'm going to make it so when you step off the pressure plate, you're removed from that team. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I don't think I can do that through here. I need to like invert the pulse or whatever. Actually, right in here might work. Nope, never mind. I just broke everything. Yeah, I gotta figure a way to invert that pulse. I might be able to do it through here. Or is that's a transparent block. And it's also... yeah. Even if I were to make that a transparent block, or not a transparent block, would that still work? No, it does not. Alright, I gotta find a way to fix that. Actually, I could probably just put it down here. And then we just have a command block out here. And we just do that. Yeah, list, item dock 1. There are no members on this team. But when I'm standing on the pressure plate, I'm there. Step off. Yeah, no members on the team. Alright, so that's how we ensure the points are assigned to the specific player. And so these command blocks down here are set to target only the closest player on team item dock 1. If there is no team, it'll do nothing. or if they don't have that item, it will also do nothing. In theory, unless I forget to set these chain command blocks to conditional, in which case the whole system goes haywire. And I've already had that happen before on item dock 3. So we've got 6 item docks here. All the players, when they come down with their loot, they'll be set to adventure mode and PvP will be disabled. Let me guess. Let's see, game rule. Let's see. Can I enable or disable PvP from inside the world? I might have to. This player's sleeping percentage. I feel like that's something I have to do outside the world, which is unfortunate. Let me just check it real quick. Hello, Marty. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to enable or disable PvP. I think I'm just gonna have to sell with the invincible option. I have to configure that on the server. Oh boy. Hi Marty. How are you doing today? We're working on redstone today. You see all these? All of these platforms need command blocks underneath everything. And that's what we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna pop on some music. And we're gonna get to work. Let me see. Is there anything in front of it? No. Why are you running 5 miles? Let's see. What would be a good one? Workout day? Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Yeah. A little bit. It's a bit too loud. There we go. Alright. Shall we get started then? Okay, so I don't actually... I made this yesterday. Oh, is that where the running came from? Okay, so let's see here. What do I need to change? I forget what I need to change. So let's see. We gotta do raw iron. I can spell iron. Raw iron, 1. And then this needs to be set to conditional. I think this needs to be set to 3 now, if I've done this correctly. I gotta show you how this works. This is really cool. If I just slap those there, set that to conditional, that should be good. So, if I step on this, nothing happens. However, if I grab some raw iron, just grab 4, they immediately get removed from my inventory and points get added. Let me show you how satisfying this is. This can get very satisfying. Just look at that. Look at that on the right. Yeah, and you can go as much as you want. Let me just do a stack of each. Let me clear my points, and then... Look at that! Tell me that isn't satisfying. You just... Everything just gets deleted, and then your score goes up. This took some time yesterday to set up. Yeah, it takes very little time The only like real time consuming part about it is if you have like, if you have multiple stacks of the same item, in which case it only burns through them one stack at a time. Look at that, 384. That's a lot of points. Now we gotta set that up for all 6 of these. How do different nuggets have different amount of points? So these command blocks here, each set of these controls one specific item. So this one is set to iron nuggets. It's set to clear only 1 because we want each nugget to be worth something. And then it's this bottom one that actually adds the points. Yes, they have different, every item has a different amount of points. And I'll just let you have a look through these. So basically, it's like all of these scale up on their own, just gradually, until like we get to some of these, and you can see like a lot of these are worth a bunch of different amounts, including the cake, which is 100 points, which is crazy. So everything in this chest has a different point amount, and we gotta set that today. That's what I'm hoping to get done today. Yeah, so that's everything. And we gotta set them all up, one by one. So, and the only thing I think I need to change here is what item dock this is, because this is item dock 2, and then you set that to also 2, set that to conditional, and I'm just gonna test it real quick, just to make sure everything's working. Okay, yeah, it's working. Wow, that took out a lot. And you'll notice it doesn't matter like which item dock you're standing in. It targets the player, so it'll always assign the points to the player. Although we do need to get these reset in. Item dock 1 is the only station I currently have a reset for. This command block out here, it just resets the team, so that way another player can come in and they don't have to worry about another player like stealing their items or whatever, because of how command blocks work. It's kind of a system. It took a lot of brain to figure out how to work out that. So this is what we're going to be doing. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. This I'm dock 5. Whoops. Okay, let me show you, since I almost just forgot that, let me show you what happens if I don't set that to conditional. Now look at the points. I've got no items in my inventory, but you can just see it is just stacking on those points. So that is why it's got to be, that's why you can see the difference. This one has an indent, that one has an indent, and this one does not. But now it does. So we got to make sure every single one of these green ones has that indent, otherwise that's gonna happen. Alright, that should be all of the raw iron. Now I think we need to set this to raw gold, which is 4 points. Set that to 4 points. And then we can plug and chug the rest of these. I just gotta set that to conditional. That should be good. Set that to dock number 2. It's been a long time since I've worked on a project like this. I'm super excited. Alright, that should be good to go. Whoop! I've got night vision on currently, so that way it's like easier for me to see. So that way I know what I'm doing. One more and then we'll test. Nope, this is 6. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Let's grab 2 stacks. That. I don't feel like doing the math. I'm just gonna trust that this works. So yeah. Look at the points going up. 704 points. For a stack of basically everything. Let's go top side. And I gotta show you these. So these pressure plates here, I made a data pack, which is like custom code for this game. These commands here will spawn in the custom loot tables that I have set here. So all of the stuff that you see in these chests are programmed to spawn when you step on the pressure plate. So we're just gonna run through all of these and we'll see how many points we get with the items that we currently have coded in. Oh, that was a totem. That's a good item. That's rare. So we got quite a bit of stuff. I do see some raw iron, so what I'm gonna do is go to survival mode. We'll break that down so it's more points. I didn't get any raw gold, which is unfortunate. And then we'll just step into here. 61 points. We got 61 points from that. And that's just like 4 items. Imagine like gold, diamonds, these blocks here. Now a lot of this stuff is like not worth anything. The cake is worth 100 points in and of itself. No way! I didn't even notice that. We just got the rabbit's foot. That is like the most rare item you can get. I think it's worth 300 points. No, it's only worth 200 points. But that is like the most rare item you can get. There's only a 5% chance that you get that from a trash tier. That is super rare. That is... Which one did we get that from? Did we get it from this one or that one? So it's like these two tiers. This is called trash tier, and we got chests and barrels. Only these two can spawn this item. Like, you won't find it in anything else. It's kind of like a rare item to, like, kind of encourage you to check every barrel or every chest, because you never know when you're going to find a hidden treasure like that. That is crazy. I can't believe that just happened. Alright, so now that we know that's working, let's get to the next item, which is iron ingot. Iron ingot. And it is worth 5 points. So if you're paying attention, and you know a little bit about Minecraft, you'll know that an iron ingot breaks down into 9 iron nuggets. So if you get an iron ingot in the dungeon, it might not be a bad idea to break that down, because this will score you 5 points, while if you break it down, it scores you 9. So you get like plus 4 points for that extra step. Now, of course, there is a catch to this. You lose a little bit of space in your inventory, but if you got like a bunch of junk items that you don't really need, you can take advantage of that and really go to town. So it's like, it's possible to break stuff down and get like a ton more points than normal. So that'll be like, it'll be interesting to see like who picks up on that and like who doesn't. I cannot wait to get this game done and like have it all like tested and everything. It's gonna be so much fun to play. Yeah, I wasn't too like satisfied with Will the Warden. Yes, it was a fun project to work on, but like gameplay wise, it wasn't that good. This is like my attempt at redemption from that minigame because it wasn't the best. And I think it's gonna, oops, I think it's gonna do the job. It's gonna do the job quite nicely. Whoops. I keep doing that there. Conditional, alright. That's iron ingots. Just reset the points. Hold on, I've got guests. Let's see. Seems like it's working. This is gonna be fun. And I've got people at my door. Ooh. Okay, so gold ingot next. It's worth 6 points. Same goes. The same's even like it's even a better case for like gold, because this breaks down to 9. Those are worth 2. So this is 6. That's 18. So that is like a huge jump in points if you get a gold ingot. And like the same goes for like things like the raw iron block. Like that's 9. That's 3. This is 3 times the worth of this. And like this is just 11, but you break that down to 9, that's 45 points here, which if you break all of those down, that's like, goodness me, I don't even know, what is that, 45 times 9? I don't even want to do the math for that. Whoops. Alright, and that's gold ingots. Next is diamonds, which is worth 7 points. Now we get to move on to the second row. Oops. That's the wrong spot. Okay. Alright, now, I want to test this. So, we should see... Let's just do, like, a point tally. Let's just test to make sure everything so far is working. And that this game can actually handle multiple different types of items at once. I'll pick those back up. Okay, so that's 1, that's 3, 6, 10, 15, 21, 28. So we should have 28 points. Okay, that works. So it can handle multiple different items at once. That is great. I'm very tempted now to go and run the loot again. So we got netherite scraps, then we start getting into the blocks. The scraps are worth 8 points. Right? Yeah. It's just very straightforward. Okay, I don't like that those are not next to each other. Okay, yeah, I don't need to change anything there. I just need to switch that out. Now, I haven't actually tested this yet with multiple players. I was hoping to have Johnny on sometime this week, so that way we could start working on the POIs and the structures and whatever. But unfortunately, he's been busy all week, and he's probably going to be busy all next week, so that's going to have to be put on hold. I would like to start building out the structures, but I also kind of want him to be there so we can like tag team it together and work on it together. I don't know if he's as committed to doing that as I am, but he's told me he's willing, so I'm hoping to have him on. Definitely not today, but sometime within the next couple of days. That'd be nice. He's not good with like command block stuff or anything, but he's definitely a good builder. And he can definitely help. At the very least, he can help with testing of the minigame itself, just to make sure like everything gameplay-wise is working. Block of wrought iron. Nope. Wrought iron block. And that is worth 9 points. I wish this data, the conditional or unconditional, was considered NBT. I really do. It's considered a block state, though. Because that would mean I could save the extra step. Making this process that much faster. I mean, it is just like, it is just simple. I can just click it on the way out. But still. So I realized the longer that we do this, the harder it is to find a bug if one's missing. So actually, I guess we could just do this. Facing target Minecraft chain. Conditional true. Okay. Yeah, and that's conditional false. So that way we could check, we could bug test it, or we could bug fix it if one accidentally slips. So that's reassuring, at the very least. That's 6. No, it's not 65, it's just 6. Next is raw gold block, and that is worth 10 points. Right? Yeah. And then we get into the iron blocks, and then we start getting into the weapons, the non-stackables. I feel like I should have made non-stackable items worth more, because you've got less inventory for them. But at the same time, I don't know. We'll see how gameplay tests go. Which, unlike Will the Warden, I can actually guarantee that I can test this in single player, which is already an improvement. And then block of iron, block O iron. And it's worth 11 points. The longer this goes, the more I want to test it. Oops. Can't let that slip. I refuse to let that slip. The top ones, it's fine, but definitely not the bottom ones. We almost, yeah. We've almost completed 2 full rows. Alright, that was... not sure. That was iron block. So I think next is gold block, because there's no raw diamond block. Yeah. Gold block. Oh wait. Gold block's worth 12 points. Yeah. I think after this go, I'll swap out the music. Whoops. That would have been embarrassing. Yeah, that's item dock 3. That's 5. I think I'm getting a rhythm for this. And then I mess it up. As soon as I say that. I messed it up twice. Alright, let's swap out the music. Let's see, what do I want to do? That'll do. Usually I save this album for Shiverburn, but... alright. Block O diamond. Diamond block. And that is worth 13 points. Filling this whole thing is gonna take a while. I don't know if we're gonna get to... Wait a minute. This is the wrong side. Where is it? No, it's not. It's item dock 1. I'm losing my mind under here. Slowly but... Whoops. Slowly but surely losing my mind. I realize that this might get very laggy as a bunch of players are doing it. So that's why we only have 6 stations. I could do 16, but one, that'd be very time consuming because I'd have to redo all the commands. Or just do all the commands for all of them. In addition to that, I'd have to also build out all of these modules. I'm expecting this game to be played for 16 players at most. That is the intentions. Not expecting that to go well. Alright, here's where we start to see a huge jump in points. We've got all like the linear points knocked out, so now we get into some of the spicy ones. So we got a netherite ingot. And this is worth 30 points, as opposed to 13. So this is our first huge jump in points. Alright, so that's another I didn't get taken care of. What's next? Totems of Undying, 30 points. Totem of Undying. Really? Also 30 points? Yeah, 30 points. Also, I've noticed I'm slowly scrolling over with the different items. It's funny. I didn't notice that before. I'm so grateful that we have control middle click. Imagine just how painful this would be if we didn't have control middle click. That would just be like, oh my goodness gracious me. I would cry. I wouldn't ever do something like this if I had to type all of this in manually. So it's like, I'm fine making just a few small changes here and there. But, like, goodness gracious me. Imagine doing this imagine typing all this out every single time. Oh my goodness. I am so grateful that we have control middle click. And I'm grateful just for a lot of good things that Minecraft has provided. Such as just command blocks just to begin with. It really is a lot of fun to work on projects like this. Oh gosh, here's the first big one. Block of netherite. What was it, 300? Or is it more than that? No, it's 300. That's a big one. I'm very curious what a stack of this is gonna yield. Let me just... How is this gonna react? Oh my! 19... Oh my goodness! That's so satisfying. I love that. 19,200 for a full stack of netherite blocks. What about totems? I guess you can't really stack these. Yeah, it's just 90 points. So these are all working. What about these? What about a stack of these? It's gonna be like 30 something. Nope, 19. Yeah, 1920. Very similar to the netherite blocks, which is 10 times more of that. I don't know why. I love this. I just find it so amusing and happy. I'm just so happy that this is working. Alright, let's see. Have I filled this in? Netherite block. I've done that one. I've done that one. Okay. Whoops! That will do. And this is dock 3. Dock number 3. And we got dock number 5. That's dock number 6. Did I? No, I didn't. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't on this one either. What about these ones? Surely I did. Yeah, we're good on those. Alright, so that was the netherite block. The rabbit's foot, which is 200. Yeah, 200. What's a stack of these gonna be, dude? Not while we're at. Let's throw a stack of netherite blocks. Let's see how this reacts. 32,000 on the dot! That's satisfying. This is like probably the most satisfying project I've worked on. It's just watching all of these items just get deleted. It's so satisfying. Did I set that one to 2? No, I didn't. I'm just messing with myself, I guess. I got no one else to mess with. But no, that's okay. I'm just gonna retry that. Conditional, yeah. You wanna know what I just realized? I have number keys on my mouse and keyboard. So I can just do that. Except I can't, because I'm hitting delete with my hand that goes on my mouse. So I can't even use those. That's sad. That makes me sad. Let's see. So that was the rabbit's foot, right? Yeah. So now we've got name tags. Yeah, name tag. Name tag. And this is where it's just a sweet 100 points. That is a pretty generous reward for basically eliminating another player from this game. Which, goodness me, is brutal. If you see someone and they're running back to the main gate and they have their key and you manage to knock them out, goodness me, not only do you basically eliminate them from the game, but you also like clock in with 100 extra points, which is just crazy. So it's like, it's a really, really bold strategy. If you go after, if you find someone with a key and you know they have their key and you target them and you go after them, if you can defeat them, goodness me, they drop their key and they're basically eliminated from the game. Because if they were to re-enter the dungeon, they don't have a key anymore, so they can't exit regardless. So that really sucks. It'll be very interesting to see, like, if there'll be players... I'm willing to bet there'll be players who decide to just camp the entrance, and that's fine. That is a valid strategy, is to just wait by the entrance and ambush players who just are foolish enough to walk into your path. So I'm gonna just do this right here. We're just gonna set that to team 2, 3. I'm just gonna do this real quick, so that way it resets them. 4. 5. And last but not least, 6. So these will all work regardless. Alright. Ender Pearl, 5 points. Ender Pearl. Remove 1. Now we're dropping down the point value, but hey. I'm just gonna switch out the music now. Would be a good thing. I got a bunch of like... That's definitely being used for the trailer. For this. Or I guess I could call it the how to play, because it won't technically be a trailer. Lens, maybe? Now we go back to the other one. Oh, goodness gracious me. Alright, so this is Ender Pearl, yeah. We gotta set these up. Yeah, I didn't blame Marty for heading out. I know she's been gone. I would be very confused if she were still here. But hey, it is what it is. That's fine. This is a very repetitive task. It's probably like not the best thing you want to be watching on like an afternoon or whatever. After a 5-mile walk. Jog, even. No, this is 6. This is 6. Yeah, it's nothing else that way. Enchanted golden apple. 50. Enchanted golden apple. And then 50 points. Once we get all the items in place, then we'll go up, grab some loot, and then we'll see what happens. No, this is Dock 3. I feel like one of these is gonna be set incorrectly, and I would never note it. Because no one would like ever suspect, and no one would ever suspect it either. Like, I could sabotage one of these, and goodness me, that would be first of all, that would be funny, and second of all, that would just be horrible, because it's just unintentional theft, and the person in the machine is not responsible. I would technically be responsible because I didn't do this correctly. That would be not so great. Alright, what's after the E-gap? Ooh, the disc. Can we do that, actually? Because aren't they all just music? Okay, yeah, we can. So what is it? 5. It's 5, I think. Right? Yeah, music disc 5. And it's worth 200 points. So the disc is probably the most interesting out of all of these because you can't obtain it normally. The only way you can get it is if you craft it. And the only way you can get the pieces that you need to craft it is if you loot. I think like every chest there's like a 20, or not even a 20, it's like a 10% chance that a chest spawns with that disc, with a disc fragment in it, and you need 9 of them. So either A, like, it's not going to be possible depending on how many chests are throughout the dungeon. I don't know exactly how many, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be quite a lot, because it's a big arena. There's 260 tiles. And I'm planning on there being at least 3 chests for each tile, except for like the smaller ones. There's not going to be any chests in those. Except, actually, there'll be barrels, maybe a chest? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Anything could happen. Yeah, getting and submitting a disc is going to be rare. And there's the cake as well. The cake is also rare. The cake's only worth 100 points. Right? Yeah. So the cake can only spawn in, like, barrels. I'm pretty sure. Whoops. Let's do that. Go to 4. Whoops. I misclicked. That's number 5. Hello.
Wow.
Hi.
Picture eat.
Yeah, I'm aware. What even is for dinner?
KFC.
What?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Okay, you don't have to. Do you like KFC fries?
Yes. Well, too bad. They're all gone.
Yeah, because if you don't get down there by the time I'm out of the shower, I'm finished.
Well then, KFC calls, so I will be back. I will leave you with the music. I just realized my microphone was still muted this whole time. I've been talking this whole time.
FBI, open up!
And my microphone has been muted. Well, that's probably the most embarrassing thing that's happened on stream. Can you...
FBI, open up!
Can you stop?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been muted this whole time, which is hilarious. Oy, oy, oy. I'm wondering how long I've been muted for. Probably since the break. I've not been eating KFC this whole time. I've totally been talking this whole time, and I didn't realize my microphone was muted, and that is hilarious. Because it's just been music this whole time. Alright, now we move to gold. Why is it golden helmet? Alright, so the golden helmet's 36. Whoops. The sooner we get this done, the better. Because this is a lot of redstone, and I prefer not to deal with this again. Now, I realize if I need to change the point values, I need to find the corresponding command block and change it, which is not going to be fun. But at the very least, these will be in already, and I won't have to do much more about it. I just have to find the appropriate command block. Which I suppose I could just look at a list and then adjust. I can't believe I was muted this whole time. That's so funny. Yeah, that was off. 76. Alright. Just play 54. Alright. Leggings. 48. I think the way that I did this is like, for gold, it's every ingot and then it was plus 1 ingot per set, because like gold is, obviously, more valid or less durable. So I wanted to like encourage players to like maybe try a risky strategy as decking out in gold. I don't know, we'll see how risky of a strategy that actually is when we go to test. And maybe we'll bump gold armor down. Okay. And then I think it's the boots. Yep. 30. Alright, now we get the bow. Bows are cheap, so I decided to make their point system cheap. Obviously, you use them as a weapon. So I wanted them to make it, like, worth something. The string, in order to make the bow, can only be obtained from spiders and also cobwebs, which the cobwebs can spawn in trash tier chests. So, and maybe even, like, I forget, can it spawn in... I can't open this chest. Also, my username appears here. That's interesting. I can't remember if cobwebs spawn in trash tier or not. So let's see. So this is only worth 3 points. Nope. Alright, and that is the bow. And I think we move on to diamond armor next. Which the helmet is worth 36. I'm also gonna take this opportunity to switch out the music. I wasn't listening to this one forever. Where's that? Hold on. Yeah. I had this album download. I downloaded this album yesterday. I had a chance to listen to this one. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't put anything down yet. Right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I suffer from short-term memory loss. I can't even remember what it's called. I can tell we're getting close. We got like 3 more rows. 3 more rows of just this. Right, no, it's not 5, it's 6. Alright. This plate's 54. Yeah. Now I think what I did for the diamond tier is I took the total amount and then subtracted 1 diamond, because obviously diamond gear is much better. I believe that's what I did. Pretty sure that's what I did. I don't know, I can double check the math later. You saw nothing. I totally didn't just type a 2 there. So they didn't just type a 4 there. I'll say it's not a bad album. And the leggings are worth 48. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream tomorrow, because tomorrow for me is kind of a wild card. I have no idea what's going on tomorrow. I've got some plans, I got some not plans. So it really just depends on what's going on tomorrow. And I'm hoping to stream again tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see what the lure is for me. And then, yeah, hopefully we stream some more. Because I would love to keep working on this, because this is... Although, yes, this is a bit of a grind and it's a bit of a tedious. The end result is most definitely worth it. Boots. Solid 30. One thing for certain, definitely not working on anything else today. I am probably going to go take a walk after this, because my legs are starting to get sore. Now, you're probably wondering, it's like, oh, how do your legs get sore if you're sitting down? Who says I'm sitting down? Maybe I have a standing desk. How would you know? I don't know. It's just because I'm sitting down, probably. Nope. There's a whole bunch of nonsense there. Hey, dock number 6. I don't know why I held shift there. So those were the boots. Next we got netherite helmet. And I genuinely don't remember what the math was for this. But let's see, we got 61. I think it's like the diamond plus the netherite ingot. Maybe. That's at 61, right? Yeah. So let's see, the helmet, that's 36. Plus 30 would be 66. Oh, and then minus 5, I think. So let's see. That's 54 plus 30. So that's 74. Yeah, minus 5. So it's these two plus that minus 5. That's the math. Because obviously, like, netherite is better than diamond. So I wanted to, like... The better the gear that you have for combat, the less points it is. Unless it's like something like the golden apple, which is like very valuable. In which case, it's like, obviously, yeah, if you use it, you get the perks during combat, but you lose those points. What's this turkey on about? Is he just jealous of my setup? Maybe he's just jealous of my setup. I see you keep opening and closing my door. It's kind of rude. So let's see. That was the helmet. Now we got chest plate. Oops. And chest plate is worth 59. Wait, is the chest plate worth less than the helmet? 61.59. Maybe that's supposed to be... Let's see. That's 54. 54. 64, 74, 84. I think it's supposed to be 79. Yeah, that's supposed to be 79. I'm gonna make sure the one top side is accurate as well. Yeah, that's supposed to be 79. That is like, that's like a huge ripoff. If that's like a huge ripoff. Goodness gracious me, is that a rip? That'd be a huge ripoff. Alright, just play it. Yep. So yeah. Well, apparently, it's modifying that first one first. Alright, leggings. Legs. Alright, 73. Okay. What is that? 12 more to go? 12 more to go. 12 more to go. It's been a while since we've tested these. Alright, next, boots. Not sure what it's after. Oh, just the axe, the tools and the axes. Boots are 55. Ten more. We're getting so close. So that was boots. Next is arrows. He's worth 1 point. Correct? Yeah. Because arrows are like... If you have any extra arrows that you don't use during the battle, then, like, obviously, yeah, you could redeem those for points. But the problem is, arrows don't come naturally in the dungeon, you have to craft them. So, just like everything else, it takes a little bit of time.
Jumping at me.
Alright, and now we just have the pickaxes. So, again, players might make tools, and I want them to be, like, rewarded for not necessarily, like, making tools. So I think the thought process behind these is it's just 1 for 1. Actually, it's not. 'Cause that's worth... Or they match up with the swords. Okay, they align with the swords. Same with the axes. Okay, so all these tools are all equivalent to the same. So it's like you could use a sword, you could use an axe, or you can use a pickaxe, whatever you desire, and it's all going to be equal point value. So we're on to the pickaxes. There are 9 left. Iron pickaxe. That's 10 points. I cannot wait to be done with this. I thought for sure we would be done by now. Which I'm a little bit disappointed that we're not. But it is what it is. It takes however long. And we knock it out of the way now. We don't have to worry about it later. Although we might have to worry about it later if I ever make a sequel to this and I don't reuse the redstone. Now, that is something I did consider. I almost let that slip. Is currently I'm theming this. I'm theming this project against like an ancient city. But if I wanted to like switch out this, I'd have to switch out all of the like. If I wanted to make additional like an additional map with like changed out layout, I'd have to completely like rip out all of like the existing POI structures and then put in new ones. So I think what would be best is releasing them not in the same world, but like as separate versions of the map with like different download pages. So like if you want to play this version, you can play this version. Or you could play like a different version. So say like, I don't know. The two ideas I had was like we could do the ancient city, which is what we're doing now. Or we could do like an ocean theme. Because I feel like an ocean block palette would be easy enough to pull together. Because like prismarine itself, it's like we've got light prismarine, we've got dark prismarine, and that'd make it easier. That'd make it easy to like two very like distinguished regions. Because we got like just prismarine, and then we got dark prismarine, or we can do nether brick and red nether brick. Or we can do like different regions of copper, different types of woods. I went with stone and deep slate because like that made most sense to me. Like, oh hey, we got... It's like... Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. You kind of get the idea. I went with the ancient city vibe. It's because like... It's a dungeon. What other like palettes are you gonna go with? Did that go through? Yes, it did. I'm getting really good at this, I feel like. And then I do something like that. Diamond pickaxe, well, really, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, we're down to the final 6. 7. Almost got away with that. Ooh, I'm gonna take my hands off the keyboard right now. Goodness me, I'm starting to get cramps. Which probably isn't good. Oh, goodness me. Alright, we're doing good. The last 6. So what was that? That was diamond, so netherite. And netherite is worth 37. Alright, last few. This is the last few. I'm grateful I didn't do this one by one, like individual dock. Then I would have to swap out everything by that. Actually, it might have been slightly faster to do them all one by one. But, well, too far in it now to delete everything and change it back. Alright, so that was netherite pickaxe. We should have iron axe next. Right? Yeah. Now, it will be possible to get stone and even wooden axes, but for the time being, We're not grading those tiers. I didn't feel like doing that. So that's back to 10. Ooh, we're closing in. Home stretch. Home stretch hype. The light at the end of the tunnel is visible. Still got a little ways to get there, but it's visible. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I think I prefer to do it this way because I'm only changing one number. As opposed to typing out the whole thing. Or typing out the score and such. Alright, so 18. Hey, 4 left to do. 4 left to do. We got the gold axe, the diamond axe, the netherite axe, and I forget what's in that bottommost corner. I think it's the shield. Alright, that was golden axe, so diamond axe. That's worth 12. Hey, what a grind this has been. No, that's the wrong one. So close. It feels like something that would be on like Wheel Unfortunate or something. It's like, oh, you gotta do all this. This reminds me of like when Gare had to, or not Gare, Tingle had to spend 24 hours in a Denny's. That was funny. Poor Tingle. It's like, spend 24 hours in Minecraft. Every row of command blocks you complete subtracts 1 hour. Yep, 37. So close. No. I'm choking. I'm messing up. I gotta finish strong. I accidentally kicked my mouse off to the side. Alright, last one, last one. Shield. I think it's the shield, it's worth 5. Last one. What a grind this has been. And although, like, no one's here watching, which I understand, this has not been the most fun thing in the world to do. I am grateful for the perseverance that the Lord has given me to push through this and to get it all done. So now we can reap the reward of being able to test this thing properly. The last two. And just like that, all 6 of them are now complete. Look at that. Goodness gracious me, look at that. I'm gonna turn on shaders. Look at this. That looks that just looks crazy. Alright. I love the way that everything looks. Oh yeah, I have colored lighting on. The complementary shaders enable colored lighting. Oh, yeah, that's the stone platform down below. So these will like occasionally go purple, which is like honestly pretty weird. Alright, so let's go up top, let's grab some loot. Let's loot one of everything. And let's just say we loot 1 additional stone, an additional rare, an additional deep slate, and an additional rare deep slate. Oh, that's some good stuff there. Alright. We only got 1 disc fragment. So in adventure mode, breaking those down, breaking those down, breaking those down. Breaking those down, breaking those down. I can't break those down any further. I can break those down. And those. That gives me some more points. Oh, this is junk. Rubbish. Alright. I can't remember. Did I keep... No, I didn't. I didn't keep bundles in. So if I drop down here... Fall damage is not disabled! Okay. Good to know. Now, armor-wise, based off of what I've got in my inventory, we do have enough for some decent amount of diamond. So let's just say I make it out with, like, half iron, half diamond, and then some netherite. Let's say I also got a shield as well, because I'm a pro. I've got a bow, and I've got, like, 32 arrows. Where's the shield? There's the shield. I don't have anything like super useful. And then let's see. What else? I also have a totem. And I also have a golden apple. I can't think of anything else. Alright. So... Oh, and a sword. A sword. Duh. Let's say I got sloppy and... Let's just say I made the sword, but I didn't get a chance to eat. I made the shield, but then I got a totem. Let's just say that. Let's see how many points we end up with. Straining everything. Alright. That would be a pretty decent haul. 1,534 points. So that's nice that everything worked. Let's reset that and let's go again. Let's just say we'll loot each and every type of these. Oh wait, I was looting barrels. Dang it. Common chest, rare chest, 2 more common chests. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll throw 2 more on here. And 2 more here. And 2 more over here. So this is my haul. Totem's going in the offhand. We got 2 disc fragments out of that. 3 nether ingots. Let's break some stuff down. Can't make a pressure plate. So that's a significant amount of diamonds. Break those down. That's a lot. That's gonna go far. We did get some rabbit hide, which is curious where we got that from. Oh, you can get it from common stone. Because technically, yeah, you can turn it into leather. And let's say I found a cake. And I also stole another exit key. Now, armor-wise, we've got netherite sword because we're sweat. We got better gear for armor, but not so good on the front. We made a bow. We have multiple stacks of arrows. We didn't get a shield because we got a totem. We got a couple of ender pearls. Yeah. I think we're good to go in. And tally up the points. I love how satisfying this is. So it's gonna keep going. It's gonna drain everything in our inventory. Mostly everything. Bottles aren't point based. Just gonna drain all of those. Alright. 2467. That is pretty good. Now if we had multiple players on, it would update the scores in real time, so we'd be able to see everyone else's score, and it lists them greatest value to least. So first place would always appear on top. Now, the thing about these point systems, it's not in... This is like all the stuff that's included with these modules. But it's not all of the items that are valid for points. I plan on putting emeralds as 5 points apiece, but they can only be redeemed out here in the dungeon. I'm gonna turn the shaders off for this. There we go. They can only be redeemed out here in the dungeon. And the way that they're redeemed is there'll be a special POI called a bank, which is just a villager with a barrel and whatever. So you can, like, you can come here. Say this is one. You can come here. There'd be a bank here. You deposit emeralds, and then it applies 5 points to your total, even before the game has ended. So, even if, like, you can still lock in points prior to the start of the game, as long as you just find a bank. So if you're just, like, wandering the dungeon, and you see suddenly on the side, the scoreboard pops up, that means someone found a bank, and that person's name is also, like, listed there, so you can, like, so you can see who has found the bank. I'm gonna just snuggle in here. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Let's just go a few more of these. Let's just say you spend a ton of time out in the deep slate areas. Up. Death rush is called. I gotta rush back. One more chest. Oh, it was a rare. What luck. And then we can jump down here and tally up points. We can uncraft that, uncraft that, uncraft that. That's a lot. Uncraft those. Bring those out. Uncraft that. Ah, here's the problem. Our inventory is filled. I don't need that. I don't need that. Uncraft that. Yeah, you can make gold pressure plates. That's interesting. We got some more diamonds. Can't submit anything else, and bundles are useless in this situation. First fruit aren't worth anything. Carrots aren't worth anything. You can keep bundles inside of bundles. Yeah, 64. That's 19 out of 64. Oh, interesting. That counts as like 4. That's interesting. You can pick those up. Let's try a different one just to make sure that they're all working. So this is gonna take a while, but you can see the points are updating live on the side. This is gonna take a while. Alright. 2850. Not bad. I just took a screenshot of that. Wow, is this like... This was quite a grind, but I would say this was most definitely worth it. Just for all of that. Yeah, I didn't even think about grabbing a tool. Oh, that was quick. 386. This has been like a crazy grind. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm gonna end it here before I lose my sanity. So, thank you for everyone who's watching at the moment, which is nobody, so I guess thank you, nobody. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Marty, for showing up earlier. I know you're not I'm assuming you're not currently here. YouTube says you're not here. But anyway, thank you for the time that you did show up. Alright, I'm gonna call it quits here. And, see you in another video. Or see you in another stream. I need to get a new one of those. I need to get a new one of those. Anyway. Bye.